Okay, when you buy the piece of fabric for the scarf, it'll probably look somewhat like this. Yours might be wider. This one's kind of a skinny piece. But what you're going to do is you're going to open it up, and then you're going to fold it like this. And when you fold it like that, you're going to put in a pin about 6 inches away from the edge. Make sure these edges match up. About 6 inches away from the edge. Then do 6 more inches. 6 more inches. Keep going with this until you get about 6 inches away from this edge. With the scarf, you don't start sewing until you're about 6 inches into it because you want to be able to cut your tassels. So now that I have it pinned, I'm just going to come right here and I'm going to put this in my machine at about 5/8 inch, and I'm going to start on my first pin about 6 inches up. And I'm going to back stitch. And I'm just going to sew the entire length, but stop at your last pin. Alright, here's this last pin. And I'm just going to back stitch about 6 inches away from the edge. Pull it out, clip my threads. Okay, and then what you want to do is if you just set it on your lap or on the table, what you're going to do first of all is trim off this edge. Fleece usually has like a curly edge to it, so I'm going to cut that off because I don't need that part, and it's usually on both ends. So cut off the curly piece. Sometimes it's even colored differently, or if it's stamped or written on, then the words don't go onto there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice this up. Now these scissors aren't extremely sharp anymore, and so I would just do one thickness at a time. But you're going to cut it about 1 inch wide, and you're just going to cut it up to that stitching line. And these are your tassels. And then you can choose if you want to like tie your tassels together or just leave them plain. But if you just cut slow, you can eyeball about 1 inch all the way up. Okay, and then the other side, exact same thing. And if you want to make your tassels skinnier, you can make them skinnier. The skinnier you get, kind of the harder it is to keep it straight, but if you take your time, I'm sure you can do it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this right side out. Just putting my fingers in and pulling out the extra fabric. Helps too if you pull on the other end. If it's wider, you could fit your whole hand in there and pull it out, but this one's kind of a skinny scarf. There. Shake. Okay, and that's your scarf.